Hey guys, Greg here. It's the Vinyl Rundown. Just wanted to show you a bunch of stuff I got at the Goodwill recently, like the last week. Probably 5 different Goodwill stops. And I always go looking for vinyl records. The vinyl records have been horrible lately. Just junk, and they've raised the price to $1.99 and $2.99 at some Goodwills for stuff that is worth $0. Scratched up Andre Costalance, Ray Conniff, stuff with mold on it. I don't know what they're thinking. They're thinking the vinyl thing is going to make them a lot of money. But the CDs that I've been seeing at the Goodwill have been fantastic lately. And by the way, Friday I got this little Bluetooth speaker, Altec Lansing, at the Goodwill. Works pretty good. The Bluetooth connection is so-so. $7. It's alright. Using it to play some music off my phone here. That's Robin Ford that I've been playing because of the last video I did for Mason at MM Vinyl. Long bass solo. Let's get out of the bass solo. You guys know the joke about the bass solo? I won't get into that. So last night's Goodwill run had 3 or 4 cool records. Uh-oh, I gotta get these in better order, guys. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, maybe. It's all about the sequencing for dramatic effect, you know. Let's see. So last night I got these 2 at Goodwill right after dinner for $2 each. I don't like spending that much, but these seem pretty cool. The first one, let's just start with a really strong one. Alex Chilton Top 30, a 2-disc set for $2. 30 rare and sort of unknown tracks from Alex Chilton. You guys know him from Big Star. You may know him from The Box Tops. Open this bad boy up. 2 discs, and the liner notes are completely in French, so I don't know that much about this record other than it's kind of Alex Chilton rarities. It's not really a Big Star album. There's some Big Star stuff on here, but a lot of tunes that I just don't know. But Alex Chilton, how often do you see his stuff at the Goodwill? Alex Chilton died a few years ago at the age of 59. He had a heart attack, unfortunately. Pretty sad. Here's an unusual record to find at the Goodwill. Mike Watt is kind of one of the more famous bass players for the LA punk scene, going back to the 80s. This is not a punk record at all, but when I saw that it had one of my favorite guitar players, Nels Cline, on here, who you may know from Wilco, but I follow Nels Cline's jazz records. The fact that he's on here, I grabbed this, $2. Contemplating, what's it say? Contemplating the Engine Room. So that's Mike Watt's dad when he was like working in trains in the 40s. Mike Watt. There's the actual Mike Watt. 20 or 30 years after the punk days. And I like the 78 RPM look on the label here. This is kind of an artsy project, kind of a cross between a Woody Guthrie and a Tom Waits. Kind of an artsy, poetic look at what it's like to work on trains, kind of blue collar. Put this in the car stereo on the way home from dinner last night, and the peanut gallery in the back seat said, I don't think I'm a fan of Mike Watt, so what can I tell you? They're not all winners. Okay, now we're going to switch over to a couple other Goodwill runs. Got this for my wife, Modest Mouse, alternative band. This is on, I thought this was on a cool record label, and I can't tell. We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank by Modest Mouse. We Were Lucky. I'm just reading stuff off this to you. Oh, cool. Cool inner artwork. And I cannot read any of those lyrics. But this is for my wife, so aren't I generous? I get presents for my family when I go out record shopping. That way I don't have to pay full price for their Christmas presents. Yeah, some of these will end up in the Christmas stocking. I'm sure you saw this one. Okay, this is interesting. The other day I was thinking, I don't have any Bud Powell in my collection. And I was literally going to come onto the YouTube and say, guys, what Bud Powell album should I get? I mean, he's like a classic, you know, Blue Note and other labels, probably going back to the 40s and the 50s. He, I think, hung out with Thelonious Monk a lot. I just don't know his music. So I found this yesterday, kind of my greatest hits. The Verve Compact Jazz collection. I don't really like the packaging on these Verve things. It makes them look kind of low budget, but whatever. So I got some Bud Powell, but if you guys have any commentary on what the best or good Bud Powell albums for a beginner would be, let me know. Same exact idea. I was thinking, I don't have any Gil Scott-Heron. I don't know what records of his are good. I know the Revolution will not be televised, but in terms of just more soulful funk stuff, what's the right album to get for Gil Scott-Heron? So at this first Goodwill, I found Gil Scott-Heron's Greatest Hits. Awesome. CD was empty. Didn't buy it. So that offer still stands. If you guys have any comments, what should I get? Okay, these were all $1.99 each. I was at another Goodwill further out west. CDs were marked 99 cents each, or 10 for $5. So I carefully got 10 together. I went up there and the guy goes, $10. I said, did you read the sign? How many you got there? 10? Well, some of these are doubles, some of these are triples. I actually got 15 discs for $5 because some of these are doubles and or triples. A double. Eels, again, an alternative rock group that my wife likes. Got this for her. It's a 2-record set. It's really an LP plus an EP. It's called Soul Jacker. Notice the hipster beard look going on there. Some rootsiness because the guy's riding a tractor. I don't really know much about this record. You Little Punks Think You Own This Town. That's the name of the record. And then there's an EP called Rotten World Blues. I saw Eels open up for Wilco. Pretty good, but again, my wife will listen to that. And then there was some classical. Glenn Gould. Glenn Gould's one of these piano players that's... I won't get into the Glenn Gould story. Someday we will. An amazing piano player, super technical, kind of a brainiac, kind of a weird dude, but anyway. John Sebastian Bach, well-tempered clavier, and 48 preludes and fugues. That is a 3-disc set, so to get this for 50 cents, pretty cool. Very similar, another Glenn Gould on Sony. That one was on, well, they're both on Sony. This is Beethoven Piano Concertos. Yeah, Glenn Gould. These have a sticker on it that says, this recording is a gift from the estate of Professor somebody, Department of English, Long Beach. There's tons of classical records there with that sticker on it. Maybe when he died they gave away all his records. Okay, thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it. You don't see this in the Goodwill too often. ECM. Tord Gustafsson is a Norwegian piano player on ECM. Very, typical ECM sound, very spacey, ethereal. No, it's not swinging jazz, it's introspective, moody jazz. Turns out I think I already have this. I can't keep track of what I have. All these ECM covers, some of them look alike. 2003. Jazz trio, piano, nice stuff. I don't know what to do with that. Alright, another classical. Aaron Copland, Appalachian Spring, Fanfare for the Common Man, Telarc. Do you guys know the Telarc label? Digital label that was kind of positioning themselves as an audiophile label because in the beginning of ages of digital, everything had to be crisp, clean, digital, dynamic. The dynamics on this will fry your speakers. The timpani on Fanfare for the Common Man, for sure the trumpets, and then the timpani is, if you ever sound turned up, it will knock your socks off. I had this on LP already, which is pretty rare, but I needed to get 10 discs at that Goodwill, so yeah, whatever. Telarc. What else? Another Nora Jones. This sounds a lot like her first record, Come Away With Me. Similar, nice jazzy vocals, mellow. It's on Blue Note. keep in mind, you guys, there's new artists on Blue Note making great records. Like Nora Jones. We're hearing Robin Ford do Spoonful on live recording there. And then Duke Ellington live at Lincoln Center. Kind of got this because a acquaintance of mine, you can't really see him, Ted Nash plays saxophone on there. Ted Nash and I went to the same high school, played in the same jazz band. He's 10 years older than me. He's won 2 Grammys, I think. And we played with him at a memorial concert once, so kind of a acquaintance of ours, and I didn't have any records of his, so Duke Ellington, Wynton Marsalis is the leader of this band, live at Lincoln Center. I don't really love the super slick sound that some modern bands are applying to classic stuff like Duke Ellington. I mean, this is a very good band, very good musicians, but the original Duke is a little more fun and raw sounding. Great players. Anyway, Duke Ellington. I think that's the whole stack. I'm probably missing something. Some of the CDs already went into my son's car. He got a Soundgarden for me. He's already taken it into his car. Hey, good ending. Thank you, Greg. That's the ending of the video. Another big stack from the Goodwill. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. The CDs fell over.